Hi there! Welcome to class today. Today, your teacher and I have a little surprise for you. We will be teaching the lesson together. My name is Vanessa, and I'm very excited to be your teacher's assistant for today's lesson, so that you can develop your English skills a bit more. Are you ready to start? Let's start off by examining our learning objectives for today. Today, we are going to start by reading a text about a famous basketball player to understand the general meaning of the text and a few interesting details. And then we're going to practice our interpretation skills by doing a few exercises about the text. Are you ready to start? You are going to start by working in pairs to solve a little challenge that I have for you. I'd like you to find a partner and then work together to brainstorm 2 or 3 ideas about how we can encourage children and teens to transform their talents into dreams. You have 5 minutes to do this task. Remember, you have to work in pairs and brainstorm how we can support children and teens to follow their dreams. Okay, it's your turn to shine in English. Off you go. See you in a bit. Time's up. Please share your thoughts with your class. Guess what? I have a little challenge for you. I'd like you to read some ideas on a slide that I'm going to show you in a minute. These ideas are about how we can encourage children and teens to transform their talents into dreams. I'd like you to rate the ideas on a scale of 1 to 8. 1 is the idea that you like the most, and 8 is the idea that you don't like at all, or that you like the least. Remember that you should start off by rating your ideas and then comparing your answers with the partner. Okay, it's your turn to shine in English. Off you go. See you in a bit. Time's up. Please share your thoughts with your class. Well done! It's great to see you practicing your English. We're now going to listen to a text about an amazing basketball player called Kobe Bryant. But I have a surprise for you. We're going to read the text in an original and fun way. You'll soon understand what I mean. While you listen to the text, can you please try to understand what Kobe did to support children and teens' sporty talents? Right then, let the reading and listening fun begin.
Kobe Bryant, all-star talent creator. Kobe Bryant is a true basketball legend. He played professionally for 20 years, winning award after award, including 18 All-Star selections, 3 different Most Valuable Player awards, and 2 Olympic gold medals. But Kobe was also an undefeated star at changing children's lives. He believed that sports are a tool to helping less fortunate children dream. This is why he dedicated himself to improving social missions like the After School All-Stars program or the Mamba Sports Academy. They create youth programs that develop the potential of boys and girls both on and off the field. They incorporate physical activity with emotional, social and mental growth. To enhance every athlete's skill set and help them be someone in life. Kobe's mission was to create basketball camps that help kids, 5 to 15-year-old boys and girls, work hard to develop their basketball technique and inner confidence. The kids there say that Kobe was their talent creator who helped them be a part of a real team of stars. His work is a true inspiring example of how sports can bring helpless kids into life's Hall of Fame.
Wasn't Kobe amazing? And wasn't this a fun way to read a text in English? Right! Are you ready to tell your teacher and your class what Kobe did to support children and teens' sporty talents? Your teacher was kind enough to photocopy a copy of the text just for you. So I guess that we should all say a big thank you. You'll notice that there's also a little surprise called the Engaging Dictionary. Take a look at the text. Do you notice that some words are highlighted? These words are highlighted so that you know that you can look up the meaning of all these words in the Engaging Dictionary. This will really help you understand the text and learn new words that you can then use when your teacher asks you to write a composition in English. That's pretty cool, right? Let's try learning more English words in this new way. Can you please start off by reading the text and looking up the yellow words in the Engaging Dictionary? When you have finished, explain the meaning of these words to your partner. Right, off you go. It's your turn to learn some new English words. We are now going to do a reading comprehension exercise about the text. Have a look at exercise 3 on page 141. This exercise challenges you to match parts of some sentences to form a new sentence about the text. If you want to, you can reread the text to make sure that you always get the right answer. Are you ready? It's your turn again. Off you go. Oh, you're back. That was quick. Are you ready to check your answers with a partner before we correct the exercise together? When you are ready to continue, please ask your teacher to hit the play button again. Let's find out how many answers you got right. Please compare your answers with my PowerPoint. If you have any doubts, please remember to ask your teacher to clarify them for you. The next exercise challenges us to pay attention to the details in the text. So I have 3 reading comprehension questions that I'd like you to complete according to the text. Remember that if there is something that you can't quite remember, you can always reread that part of the text, or even the whole text, if you want to. After you finish the exercise, remember to check your work with a partner so that you are sure that you didn't make any silly mistakes. When you are ready, we will correct the exercise together again. All you have to do is ask your teacher to press the play button, and I'll be back. Glad to have you back. Let's check your answers together and see how many questions you got right. Please compare your answers with my PowerPoint. If you have any doubts, please remember to ask your teacher to clarify them for you. Time flies by when we're having fun, which means that it's time for me to love you and leave you. But before I go, let's take a look at our learning objectives and recap what we did together today to improve your English. We read a text about Kobe Bryant to understand the general meaning of the text and a few interesting details. And then we practiced our interpretation skills by doing a few exercises about the text. So I guess that all we have to do now is to write today's summary. It was really great to visit you in class today. Thank you so much for your hard work. I guess there's only one thing left to say. Glory, glory! This is the end of today's story. Bye! Hi there! It's me again. Welcome back to class today. I enjoyed meeting you so much last lesson that your teacher invited me to visit you again today. Do you remember my name? Yep, it's Vanessa. I see you have a good memory. Are you ready to have some more English fun with me again today? Let's start off by examining our learning objectives for today. Today, we're going to start off by developing our dictionary skills to help us learn new words in English. And then we are going to develop our pronunciation and reading aloud skills to read a text aloud and participate in a reading competition. Doesn't that sound exciting? I wonder who is going to win. You guys did such an amazing job last lesson that I prepared a super challenge for you today. I'd like to invite you to work in pairs and to invent 2 questions about the text that we read last lesson. Look at the slide. There are some question prompts on the slide that you can use if you like. Can you see them? Let's have a look at an example or 2 of a question that you can ask. You could ask, why is it important to help children and teens discover their talents? Another great question that you could ask is, how do you feel when you discover that you have a talent? I really like this question because it has lots of different answers. Are you ready to give it a go? You have 5 minutes to do this task and invent 2 good questions. See you in 5. So, are you happy with your questions? I hope so, because I'm going to invite you to ask the class your best question. Choose the one you think is really good or difficult, if you prefer. Remember that you are the teacher, so you must decide if the class answers your question correctly or not. If you don't agree with your class's answers, remember to explain why their answer is wrong. Ready? Off you go then, my super assistants. We are now going to work on making sure that we understand the words in the text. Exercise 5 challenges you to decide what 4 words in the text mean. I wonder how quickly you can ace this challenge. Remember to read the whole line in the text the word is in before you choose an answer. When you are ready, we'll check your work together. Let's check your answers to see how many answers you got right. Please compare your answers with my PowerPoint. If you have any doubts, please remember to ask your teacher to clarify them for you. Are you ready to go the extra mile and expand your vocabulary in English? To do this, we are going to use a vocabulary graphic organizer. have a look. As you can see, the graphic organizer has 4 columns, and your task is to reread the text and complete each column with at least 2 words in the text. Please think carefully about how you feel about the words in the text before you fill in the graphic organizer. Remember that there are no right or wrong answers. There are only your answers. Are you ready to give it a go? Remember to keep this vocabulary graphic organizer handy when you write a text. It will really help you include some interesting words in your writing that your teacher will love. Now, can you please show and explain your vocabulary graphic organizer to your partner? Remember to explain why you put each word in that specific column. If your partner presents a word that you don't have, feel free to add it to your graphic organizer. Are you ready? Well then, let's learn a few new words together. It's time to have some fun and develop our pronunciation skills. We are going to use an excerpt of the text about Kobe to hold our very first reading competition. Want to know more? Well, the aim of any competition is to find a winner. Today's winner will be the person who reads the text more fluently and with perfect intonation. But don't worry, I have a secret weapon that you can use to train so that you can sound like a native English speaker. It's called the speech recognition tool. It's like a mini language lab. Here's how it works. We are going to start off by learning how to pronounce the more difficult words in the text. Please press the play button to hear a native speaker saying the word. Then, practice saying it yourself. And when you are ready, record yourself. And then press the button to see if the computer can understand your pronunciation. Remember to listen to yourself saying the word so that your pronunciation gets better and better with each try. When you are ready, we are going to move on to step number 2. This step is a bit more difficult, so pay attention. This time, you have to say the word in a sentence so that you can practice your intonation. Remember to listen carefully so that you can imitate the way the native speaker says the sentence. Remember that you can record and listen to yourself to get all the feedback you need to improve your English pronunciation. When you know how to pronounce all the sentences, we will be ready to hold our very first reading competition. I'd like to invite your teacher to be our reading judge and choose today's winner. To win, you need to read the whole excerpt of the text carefully without making any serious pronunciation or intonation mistakes. Are you ready to go to the language lab and have a serious pronunciation workout? Okay then, listen up and have fun. So, I'm dead curious. Who is today's winner? Can you please share your secret with us? What strategy did you use to win today's reading competition? For those of you who didn't win, don't worry. This is just the first of many reading competitions, so your lucky day may be just around the corner. Remember, the more you practice, the better your English accent will get. Time flies by when you're having fun. which means that it's time for me to love you and leave you. But before I go, let's take a look at our learning objectives and recap what we did together today to improve your English. We started off today's lesson by developing our dictionary skills to help us learn new words in English. And then we developed our pronunciation and reading aloud skills to read a text aloud and participate in a reading competition. So I guess that all we have to do now is to write today's summary. Thanks for all your hard work today. It was a pleasure to visit you again. I really hope to see you again soon. Who knows? Next time, I might come and surprise you with a story. And speaking about stories, there's only one thing left to say. Glory, glory! This is the end of today's story. Bye for now!